students, hope all are doing good. In our last class, we have learnt what is a polynomial, what are the different types of polynomial, and what is the zero of a polynomial. Is it? So, in a quadratic polynomial, how many zeros are there? Yes, 2 zeros. Is it? And we will denote that zeros with the letters alpha and beta. Yes, children. Now, today we are going to learn what is the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial. Okay. So, first of all, we will learn for quadratic polynomial. Okay. So, these are the relationship between the zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. Okay. So, what is that? Sum of the zeros is equal to minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. Okay. So, here what is sum of the zeros? Here, as I told you, we are considering the quadratic polynomial. Since quadratic polynomial has 2 zeros and they are alpha and beta, sum of the zeros means S. Alpha plus beta. Is that clear? Sum of the zeros is equal to minus of, okay, minus of coefficient of x. So here, what is the coefficient of x? S. B. Is it? So what can you write? B by coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square here? A. Is it? So that is minus b by a. Is that clear? So what is that? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Now the next relation. Product of the zeros. What do you mean by product of the zeros? Is alpha beta. Is it alpha into beta is equal to constant term. Which is a constant term there? C. Is it? So C by coefficient of x square. What is the coefficient of x square? S. A. Is that clear? Therefore, alpha beta is equal to C by A. So, these are the two relationships between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Is that clear? So, now let us verify this condition with an example. Okay. So, here a quadratic polynomial is given to us 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Okay. So, if you want to verify this relationship, first of all we have to know what is alpha and beta, which means the zeros of the polynomial, is it? And the zeros of the polynomial we can obtain by splitting the middle term method, is it, children? So, here you just see the product of the numbers, is it? What should be that? 2 into 6? 12. And the sum should be equal to what? S. Negative 8. Is it? So here we have to split the middle term where the product of those two numbers should be equal to 12 and the sum of those two numbers should be equal to negative 8. Is it, children? So what are the numbers? Yes, let us check. You just see negative 6 into negative 2. Okay. So what will the answer? S. 12. Is it? Next. Negative 6 plus negative 2. Is it? What is the answer? S. Negative 8. So do we get those two numbers where the condition is satisfied? Yes. Is it? So the numbers are negative 6 and negative 2. So here we are going to split the middle term. Is it? So how can you write? 2x squared minus 6x minus 2x plus 6. Is it? Now we can just pair it. So what do you have? In these first two terms, what is common? S. 2x is common. We can take that outside. So what do you have? S. X minus 3. Okay. The next one. Here what is common? S. So what do you have? S. Negative 2 is common. So x minus 3. Yes, children? So we got this. Now again from here S. X minus 3 into 2x minus 2. Is it? Okay. Now we have to obtain the zeros. Is it? So what are we going to do means these factors we are equating to 0. Okay. So equating to 0. What do you have? X minus 3 is equal to 0 where x is equal to 3. Next one. 2x minus 2 is equal to 0. That is 2x is equal to 2. Therefore, x is equal to 1. Is it? So, we got the zeros. X is equal to 3 and x is equal to 1. Is that clear? So, here let alpha be equal to 3 and beta equal to 1. Okay. Alpha is equal to 3 and beta is equal to 1. I said, now we are going to verify this condition. Okay, children. Now, alpha plus beta. What is that? 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. Okay. Now, let us consider negative b by a. Okay. So, minus, is it? What was that quadratic polynomial? 2x square minus 8x plus 6. Is it? So here, what is b? As negative 8. Is it? Don't forget to put this negative sign. Okay. So this negative sign is from the formula and b is negative 8. Okay. Divided by a. What is a? 2. So what do you have? 8 divided by 2, that is equal to 4. So do we get the same answer? Yes. Therefore, alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. Okay. Now the second condition, alpha beta. That is alpha beta is equal to 3 into 1 is equal to 3. Is it? Now the next one, c by a. What is the constant here? 6 by a. 2. That is 3. So are we getting the same answer? Yes. Therefore, alpha beta is equal to c by a. So these are the two relationships between the zeros and coefficients of a quadratic polynomial. Let us see one more question. Find the zeros of the quadratic polynomial x squared plus 7x plus 10 and verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So here first of all we have to find the zeros of the given polynomial and then we have to verify the relationship. Okay, so the polynomial given to us is x square plus 7x plus 10. Okay children, so here first of all we have to find the zeros, which means using splitting the middle term method, is it? So what is that? The product of two numbers should be equal to 1 into 10, 10, and the sum of those two numbers should be equal to 7. Is it children? So here we will see 5 into 2 is equal to 10, 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Is it? So we got the numbers 5 and 2. Is it? Okay. Now here x square plus 5x plus 2x plus 10. So we are varying it. The common thing is x. So what do you have? X plus 5. Here the common is 2. So x plus 5. Now again, yes, x plus 5 into x plus 2. Is it? So we got the factors. Now equating this to 0. What do you have? X plus 5 is equal to 0 where x is equal to negative 5. And x plus 2 is equal to 0 where x is equal to negative 2. I said therefore alpha is equal to negative 5 and beta is equal to negative 2. Okay. Now we are going to verify the relationship. What is that? Alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a. I said so alpha plus beta. What do you have? Minus 5 plus minus 2. Yes, children. Okay. Is equal to minus b by a. So, what is b? 7. And what is a? 1. Listen, so what do you have? Minus 7 by 1. Now, minus 5 plus minus 2. Yes, minus 7 is equal to minus 7. Listen, so the first one is verified. The next one, alpha beta is equal to what, children? C by a. Listen, that is alpha into beta. Yes, minus 5 into minus 2. C. What is C? 10 by 1. Now minus 5 to minus 2. Yes. That is 10 is equal to 10. So this is also verified. Okay, therefore alpha plus beta is equal to minus b by a and alpha beta is equal to c by a. Okay. Now let us learn the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients of a cubic polynomial. Okay. So this is a general form of a cubic polynomial, that is ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Okay. So as we all know, for a cubic polynomial there are three zeros. So let it be alpha, beta and gamma. What is that? Alpha, beta and gamma. Okay. Now sum of the zeros is equal to minus b by a. Okay children. So you just see here b means what? Coefficient of x square by coefficient of x cube. Okay. Now sum of the zeros means we know we have to add those zeros, which means alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. Okay. So this is the first relationship. Okay. The second one, sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time. So sum of the product of the zeros taken two at a time means, yes, the product of two zeros taken at a time. So what is that? Yes, alpha into beta. Okay, sum of this children, so plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma. Here the product of the zeros taken two at a time. Two zeros are taken at a time. Okay, that is equal to c by a. Here what is c? Coefficient of x by coefficient of x cube. Okay. Now the next one, product of the zeros is equal to minus d by a. So product of the zeros means s. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus d by a. Okay, what is this d here? Constant, is it? So minus of constant term divided by coefficient of x cube. Okay, so these are the three relationships. Clear? Now let us do a question with cubic polynomial. Okay. Verify 3, negative 1, 1 by 3 are the zeros of the cubic polynomial. P of x is equal to 3x cubed minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. And then verify the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So in case of quadratic polynomial, we have to find the zeros using splitting the middle term method. But here they have given you three numbers. You have to check whether they are the zeros of the given polynomial. If they are the given zeros of the polynomial, then we have to find the relationship also. Verify the relationship. Okay. So here the polynomial given us p of x is equal to 3x cubed minus 5x square minus 11x minus 3. Okay. So first of all, we will consider the number 3. Okay children, we have to check whether 3 is the zero of the given polynomial. So what you have to do is p of 3. If p of 3 is equal to 0, what will be that? Then 3 will be the zero of the given polynomial. Yes or no? Okay, now we will check 3 into 3 cube minus 5 into 3 square minus 11 into 3 minus 3. So what do you have? 3 into 27 minus 5 into 9 minus 11 into 3 minus 3. Now what is 3 into 27? That's 81 minus 45 minus 33 minus 3. So now if you subtract this, what you will get? The answer will be equal to 0. Okay. Now the next one. P of negative 1. 3 into negative 1 cube minus 5 into negative 1 minus 11 into, here it is negative 1 square, minus 11 into negative 1 minus 3. So what do you have? 3 into negative 1 whole cube. Again the answer will be equal to negative 1. Minus 5 into negative 1 whole square. The answer will be equal to 1. Minus 11 into negative 1 minus 3. So now 3 into minus 1 minus 3 minus 5 minus 11 into minus 1 plus 11 minus 3. Is it? So if you can, so now you will get this answer will be equal to 0. Okay. So we proved P, that is 3 and negative 1 are the zeros of the given polynomial as a children. Now the next number is, here it is negative 1 by 3. Okay, the next number is negative 1 by 3. So what do you have? P of negative 1 by 3 is equal to 3 into negative 1 by 3 whole cube minus 5 into negative 1 by 3 whole square minus 11 into negative 1 by 3 minus 3. That's it. So what do you have? 3 into negative 1 by 27 minus 5 into 1 by 9 minus 11 into negative 1 by 3 minus 3. Now, here we can cancel 9 times negative 1 by 9 minus 5 by 9 plus 11 by 3 minus 3. Yes, children. So here, if we take the LCM, what do you have? Here, the LCM is equal to 9. Therefore, here into 3 and here into 9. Okay. So, negative 1, negative 5 plus 33 minus 27 by 9. Okay. So, here negative 1, negative 5, negative 6. Negative 6 plus 33, 27. 27 minus 27, 0. So 0 by 9 gives you 0. Okay, so we got negative 1 by 3 is also the 0 of the given polynomial. Is that clear? Now the next one is, if they are the zeros of the cubic polynomial, then we have to verify the relationship. I said, now we are going to verify the relationship. Okay. So now the first relationship is alpha plus beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. So first of all, we will find what is alpha plus beta plus gamma. 3 plus minus 1 plus minus 1 by 3. So what do you have? 3 minus 1 minus 1 by 3. That is 2 minus 1 by 3. So if we cross multiply, what do we get? 6 minus 1 by 3, that is equal to 5 by 3. Okay, now let us check with minus b by a. Okay, minus, what is b from the given question? B. B is coefficient of x square. Say, what is that? S. Minus 5 by, what is a from that? S. 3. So that is equal to 5 by 3. So we got the same answer, S. So it is verified. Okay. The next one. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to C by A. Is it, children? So here 3 into minus 1 plus minus 1 into minus 1 by 3 plus 3 into minus 1 by 3. That's it. 3 into minus 1, negative 3 plus 1 by 3. Here 3 and 3 we can cancel, minus 1. That's it. Now here the LCM is what, children? 3. So here into 3. Here also into 3. So what will be the answer? Is negative 9 plus 1 minus 3 by 3. Is it? Negative 9 plus 1, negative 8. Negative 8 minus 3 is negative 11 by 3. Okay. Now we'll do it C by A. What is C there? Is negative 11 and what is A? 3. So we got the same answer. Hence it is verified. Clear? Now the last one, alpha, beta, gamma is equal to minus d by a. That is 3 into negative 1 into negative 1 by 3. So children, so what do you have? Negative 3 into negative 1 by 3. 3 into negative 1, negative 3 into negative 1 by 3. 3 got cancelled. 1 is it? Now, negative d by a. What is that? Here, negative minus, then s. Negative 3 by 3, that is equal to 3 by 3, that is equal to 1. Hence this is also verified. Okay. So hope you understood today's question. Thank you.